98.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
Detroit Radio.
Glasses is stupid.
Welcome back to Me Looking Good.
No, those glasses look stupid. Y'all back with another episode
Man.
of Toolin and Foolin.
Oh yeah, I look amazing right now. That camera's amazing. Thank
That's
God for that.
Better camera.
Did y'all go to Best Buy?
Wait. First
I'm
of all,
looking at my muscles, the way they flex a little
Myra,
bit.
wait.
Ryan, flex yours a little bit. I know you was in the gym.
Welcome back to Toolin and Foolin. Say live. I'm CJ71_Cutlass.
I am LSX Rocket.
We got two guests with us today. What's your name? Start out again.
My name is Madison Thomas. You can find me on Instagram at MadTomCom.
Ryan Brown, Brown Ryan Comedy on all social media.
All right. So we brought in two comics this week because Toolin and Foolin is more than just, garage talk. I mean, it's a lot of garage talk, but we also talk about everything, things that are funny, things that are not funny, who's up and coming. Like last week we had Young G on. Shout out to him. Thanks for coming through and putting on that shirt and taking pictures with CJ. Because that's all he did. Take pictures. I did not get a picture with him.
You didn't?
No. Y'all were rude. You stood me. You kept me.
I blocked him off. Said,
You did. You basically did. You hurt my feelings and pushed me out the door and said, no, you get over there.
You had them glasses on, probably.
These glasses are mad. Did I have them on the whole show? No, because they get on my nerves after a while.
After he heard you say you would kiss a man, he don't want to.
The person off screen. Look here. So,
Of course,
Chapman is in the background, still thinking about men kissing men.
Chapman is like a voice in the air, just talking to you.
Yeah, he like his conscience.
Chapman, you want to kiss a
Myra,
million.
Million.
10 million. 10 million. For 10 million for sure. We talking now.
Chapman, what you think?
I'm not doing it.
You not doing it?
Chapman said that, Chapman, would you?
He can't say, yeah, he got a woman here with him. So it might be different if your lady wasn't
I
here.
ain't seen no woman. Somebody with him?
She might want to buy something later with that 10 million.
That's what I'd be thinking.
Right, like, hold on, you can kiss him, dude. Go.
Jesus.
I will. Shit, you better.
Passionate, you know what I'm saying?
Would you let your girl kiss a girl? Nothing's wrong with that, huh?
Yeah,
For free.
Probably paid. What do you mean?
What if she take your girl?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, girls is good with their tongue.
I don't know. She should answer that question.
What if what?
Can you kiss a girl and take a girl from a guy?
Could I kiss a girl and take her from a guy? I would want to. I feel like any chick that can be taken from a dude, that's probably what I want.
Like that.
Right, that is a problem.
Great answer.
If you can lose your girl that easy, it is an issue.
Kiss, Myra? When you say a kiss is $9 million, you just
Hey, I lost a girl in high school over
glasses.
Shut up. No, I've never lost a girl. I've never lost.
Saw them glasses and took off running.
Never lost a girl with these on. But I wouldn't carry her books to her class.
And she left.
Yeah, for a
You
dude
tried
that was
to
carrying her books.
You would've
I was
carried
already
your books.
smashing. Why would I carry your books now? It's too late.
You didn't have to pay no money, bro.
No, I would take. We would go to Red Lobster every week. Every week we was at Red Lobster.
High school?
Yeah, because that was the spot, high school. I had an extra $100 for that Red Lobster every week because I was slanging them tokens at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, you was working at JG?
Hell,
You
you
was
making
stealing?
that bread.
Was you stealing tokens?
Embezzling like a motherfucker? What you mean?
You been doing that for how long?
Man.
Did you just...
Whoa. So anyways, welcome Ryan Brown and Madison. So,
Trap yourself.
man, exactly.
That case over with, right?
Wow, and there's no case.
So what's up with y'all, man? Y'all funny or what?
That's he's been waiting to ask this.
Are y'all funny?
Are y'all funny? I don't know. Absolutely.
Well, actually, stun on this real quick. Who have you open for, Ryan? Cause you
Oh, wow.
you open
I
for some
open,
pretty cool
I open
people.
for Josh, I open for Michael Collier, a couple of local comics, stuff like that, but I'm doing headline and stuff now, so.
Yeah,
might be funny.
he out here.
Because Myron took me
He
to a
out.
place.
Ryan worked so hard. Ryan, how many shows did you do when you were up and coming and you did free driving around yourself in your car? That one year you had a record.
100. Well, I don't know about
It was
the
like
record,
two
but I did-
something, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I did at least two something.
Two
Some
something.
shows.
Yeah.
Just driving around doing
For
blah, blah, blah.
free, just getting on stage.
Between open mics and like paid shows, yeah. When I went to New York. I was in New York for like 3 days. And I did like 14 shows,
Dang, you
something
went.
like that. Yeah.
Did they pay or free?
No, none of them paid.
You just trying to
One
get-
of them paid, but
How much was it? $20?
not, yeah. If that, it might have been a couple drinks.
You been like, bring that man there. Bring that
You
man
don't-
on
ain't no
stage.
money. Ain't no. It's only it's like lower class or upper class in comedy. Ain't no
Middle ground.
class. Ain't no
No.
$50,000 a year comics. Yeah, that's it. Ain't no real in between like that.
Yeah. You either out of here or you
Do
ain't.
it for the love. That's why most comics don't like Instagram, like social media comics and all of that.
Oh, 'cause they don't feel like they're doing hard work?
Yeah, because they skip the line. You know, if you can sell out a show, which is a business, but if you can sell out a show on a Wednesday, where normally they only get 20 people in the door, they gonna book that person, and then that person gonna come, and most of the time they not funny, but all the tickets already sold, so they don't care. Now they might not come back, but they gonna get that first one. And then somebody that's been doing comedy, you know, just like me, every day, you know, 10 times a week, and can only get 10 minutes on that stage, but they let that person headline, but that's
Because they got a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
Do you feel a certain way about the online comics?
I mean, I don't give a fuck because I don't get booked either way. So they ain't stopping me from doing nothing. You know, the people that see me working hard don't really book me. So, you know, I got to do my own thing.
Okay.
But, you know.
So you basically do like kids' birthday parties and stuff? So?
No.
You like,
He hopping out the gate.
Not kids,
God,
but
they go.
I do like independent stuff. So like a golf club or a bar or something like that. Shit like that all the time. Yeah.
Cool.
Madison, you want to tell them who you've opened for?
I recently got to open for Sam J. If y'all familiar. From HBO. She was recently
what's
on
her
Netflix.
show?
Her show is called The Bust Down.
Yeah.
Pause with Sam J.
Yeah.
She was recently on Netflix's You People with what's that dude's name?
Eddie Murphy?
It was Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, Nia Long, but I'm thinking of
Oh,
They were
Noah?
on the show or
they were in the film.
In the movie.
Oh, you talking about the white guy?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Bro, but doesn't matter.
He in trouble anyways.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I got to open for her, so that's like my biggest opening to date. So pretty funny, I think.
So, how is it when you open? Because when I go to shows and then I open people they're just waiting to fill the seats for the main person who's coming. So like this whole front row may be empty.
Yeah.
People still coming in. Do you lose focus or anything when that happens?
I try not to. I definitely try to give the people that are there something because they're coming. Like, your job is to get them hyped for the person they came to see. So you don't want to give them, like, a shitty show, and then the person they came to see, like, they don't even have that energy for that person, because then you won't get booked no more.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that's it for you.
What about you? That kind of throw you off?
No, man. I mean, you gotta keep rolling. You know, whether it's people there or you know they rowdy, they getting them drink orders or whatever. Shit, you gotta keep it going no matter what.
That's the professionalism of it, right? Yeah, you got to put on a show. No matter what, they here for entertainment.
Yeah, you can't just be messing around. It's money on the floor.
Not for us, but for somebody get some money.
Somebody get something.
Somebody gonna get some money. How long y'all been doing comedy? How long? You're pretty new, right?
Yeah, I'm new. I've been doing comedy consistently for a year. I started at the beginning of the pandemic. So, like, 2020, I probably went to, like, 5 mics.
And I was saying, like, I've seen you on stage. Like, I come and go out of comedy. Like, I be in other stuff. So, when I first saw you, I was, yeah, I know.
When you need an alibi.
I think he do more going than
I
he
was
coming.
here.
That nigga.
I was here. But the first time I saw you on stage, you were hosting a mic, and I was just like, I had to ask. I either asked you or I asked Jacob, like, who is this? Like, where'd this girl come from? And like, cause you were just good. Like, you were naturally good, and I actually thought you had been doing it way longer. I was shocked. Yeah.
Free.
You good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to see me.
Is she funny? That's his favorite question. Is she funny?
Myron think he's funny.
Think so.
I was like, you my buddy, that's under my beer class. Other than that, I'm doing something else. Yeah. It was just me, Myron, and the waitress and the mic.
So we went over to Trixie's, and it was a winter. It was a snowstorm. That's
So why would he take
you
there?
can't get.
I don't know.
No.
Why would he take
CJ,
there?
But that's not
I
the
went.
show, though. That's
Yeah.
not the show. Like, anybody
That's
can
even
sign
worse
up.
because there was nobody
that's-
there,
yeah,
and it's
that's the
free.
worst- that's the
They were
worst
giving
place
away
to do
food and
But
drinks.
no, CJ asked me where I was doing comedy. And I said this place right here. He wasn't far away, so that's why CJ showed up.
It was like 10 minutes from my shop.
Josh Adams was actually there that night.
I seen nobody but
Yeah, Josh Adams was there that night.
You said it was a snowstorm?
It was an ice storm the night before. Yeah, it was.
The
He
sun
said-
was out.
Hey, I'm about to
Kids
say,
and bikes and everything.
that's a whole different
Don't listen
story.
Ice
to.
cream.
It
No,
snowed 2 weeks before.
It was still wet.
July when we was at the show.
It was not. This nigga is lying. He's terrible.
But I did go to one show. Where was that at? We went to.
New Way, right in Ferndale.
Yeah. I mean, New Way is the same thing.
He
it's
loved
still an open mic, so it's hit or miss.
miss.
People come and leave, and
He stood up, gave me a what is it
I
called?
was
Standing
like,
ovation.
Let's keep the decoration up. This dude was terrible.
He did all that.
One thing to remember though, like when you go to these open mics, you do have some good people, like some good folks. Like it could have been Myron on a bad night. You know what I mean?
It was never a bad night.
I've never seen him on a good night.
It was always a good time.
Shoot.
yeah.
He threw his panties on the. He took all this.
God, this guy's a freak.
He
I
had all.
believe that. After what we talked about with bidets, I believe that.
Thank you.
You the one got the bidet. What you
Hey,
mean,
I
though?
could throw panties if I needed to.
So, how long you been doing it?
Like 4 years.
4 years, and you say recently.
I say a year. Cause
Yeah. What made you get into it?
I had some people that like told me I was funny, but I believe I was funny like just shooting shit with my homies. Like in a situation, I could do some like
So Thanksgiving dinner, you just cracking a few
Thanksgiving
jokes.
dinner. Yeah, I'm doing the jokes and shit. But I didn't think I could get on the stage, write something, and like people react to it.
Okay. What about you?
Shit, depression. I was
We was just talking about. Pause right quick.
Yeah.
We just talking about that.
Why you just gonna cut him off in the middle
No,
of
I
the show?
wonder why he
forget.
said that, and you
Yeah.
said.
Oh, most
I
comics are
he's like,
depressed.
Most comics,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, they
depressed.
said.
I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know, cause I ain't depressed, so I wouldn't know. Gotta ask
Yeah,
the
I
depressed
don't know.
That's why he don't do it consistently, because he got other shit going on.
Yeah,
Shit's a
that's
little-
right. You're probably right.
Depressed about
Yeah.
what though? Like
Just
what
life.
makes you-
It wasn't like I'm sitting in the corner sad like Eeyore or no shit like that. But it's just like you ever watched the movie Click? With,
with the remote.
fucking
Adam
with the
Sandler,
remote-
right?
Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically like every day is the same. So it's just like it's like a conveyor
mundane.
belt. Like you go to work, come home, go to work, come home. That's it. So I was just in that loop. Everything was that shit was all right. I would have been fine. I could stay at work, retire from my job or whatever. But
You were
I wasn't
dying
happy.
inside, yeah.
Started
So
doing
basically, you
comedy.
just wasn't happy with your
Yeah, it
work
was.
and the way things
It
work.
wasn't fulfilling. It was good enough.
You need
know?
something to make your
getting by.
blood
Yeah.
boil.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
36.
Yeah.
How long ago is this? 4 years ago?
4 years, 5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same thing that got
Like a
me into
midlife
comedy.
crisis, nigga.
Like working, like I wasn't depressed, but I felt like I didn't have an outlet. Like going to work and working like corporate America jobs, you can't say wild shit. Like the stuff that I wanted to say, I could,
Yeah.
like, I want to be at work. What up? You know what I'm saying? I can't do none of this. I can't even say that. So that's where it started for me. It was like, I just want to talk.
So
I just
you
want to
talk.
talk. Yeah. So
And
that
then,
makes
it
sense.
ain't like we say wild shit at my job. That wasn't it. But
Yeah.
like I work in IT, but we got it's like this. It's like an office a little bigger than this. Me and 4 other dudes, and we say some wild shit. But it's on some you don't want nobody walking past to hear this.
Right. There you go.
But yeah, comedy is still a different. But it's also 4 white dudes, so it's still some shit I can't say.
Nigga. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, they be saying nigga. No, they
Oh,
be saying nigga.
I fucking file a lawsuit fast as fuck.
Like, oh, we found a new way to make some money.
I'm hoping one day they slip up. Yeah,
What made you start, man?
Like I said, like I was like not being able to say what I wanted to say. Like there's things on my mind. Like my brain doesn't stop thinking about whatever. Like I have conversations with myself inside my head.
And they
I don't
told
let
you
them
to put
out.
them glasses on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said self should I wear
Everybody
these, and it
said-
said yes.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Look at these new cameras.
We need to
bro.
take a poll,
look,
bro.
Look how Toolin and Foolin just looks amazing
I
right
doubt
now.
if anyone
Too
touches
bad you
us.
don't have a shirt on, except
Or
for
them
this baby tee.
That wasn't funny.
Where did you get this?
This
It's turning clear. Are you having a wet t-shirt contest by yourself?
I don't know what this dude. I don't know what Myron on today.
You
I'm gonna have to
absolutely
get Chapman in on you in a minute. You keep on.
Bring Chapman, but let's talk about these comics though.
What made you start? You said the same thing. Outlet.
Yeah, I needed an outlet. You thought you were just funny
Yeah, I just
and jumped on stage.
And I jumped on stage, and the reaction was decent. Like I went to an open mic bar. It was one of them like rowdy types. It wasn't New Way or Trixie's. Those are really rowdy. Those I wouldn't recommend anybody go there.
What bar was it?
It was New Place Lounge out in Dearborn.
New Place Lounge. Oh, I remember them being open for a little while. They ain't around no more.
Nah.
Okay. So I think that's the difference in like, cause you got in your 20s. Me and Ryan both jumped in a little bit older, and I think that's what it was. Like in your 20s, you're just cocky. I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? In your 30s, you're like, nigga, I want to talk. Somebody got to hear
Got
me.
some shit to say.
Somebody got to hear me. Like I can't tell the boss this, but I can tell these people this.
Did you ever bomb on the show?
I haven't like bombed. Now I will say there are times where I do get up on like in a rowdy bar or some shit, and it's just like quiet, but it's not like, oh, the jokes are bad. It's like nobody's paying attention.
Nobody's
like
paying
some
attention.
new age shit.
Right, they're just not listening.
Yeah, no one's listening. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be able to cut through and get people's attention. Like you gotta have something. I always feel like you need a zinger. You're like, what this you need something like that.
You ever bombed?
Oh yeah, I bombed once, and the worst one is in Ohio.
Like boo off the stage?
No, nothing like that. It was, I guess.
People are kind.
I
when they're
mean,
dying.
no, it ain't even that. It wasn't even that. It was just like, the first 10 minutes was good. And then I tried some shit that wasn't ready. And it was like, and it was like silent. Yeah, and then I started, and then I tried to go back to shit I really knew, but it was already, so I just fucking got up out of there.
I was at a show, it was D-Ray Davis and all them at the Fox. And that dude that played on a BMF, that BMF movie that played Lamar. He was beat up. What? He a comic. He's a bald head, brown skin guy.
The one that was beating up Lamar.
That was his cousin. Lamar was his cousin. He came and stayed at his house.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you
What's
talking.
his name?
What's Chappelle's boy name?
Rollins.
Donnell Rollins.
He
that's
was there. And he was on stage for like 2 minutes and walked off like I wasn't feeling the crowd. He literally just left.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what the heck?
sometimes the vibe is a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
And he might not have been like on the show. So like he might have just been doing a guest spot or something. Yeah, like like I'm in the area, I come do the
They had him
show
on the,
or
like,
something.
the
Shit.
marquee. He wasn't headline. but
Yeah.
he was on there.
That's wild. Then.
Like
yeah.
there's certain things that I won't watch or have a conversation about before I know I'm about to get on stage, because it's gonna kill your vibe. Like your energy is about to be tanked, and you gotta have energy. Number one.
That's like shit. Chappelle bombed in Detroit, so
Yeah.
you know.
Drunk, so that was
Well, he said hi, but yeah.
Oh, was he?
That's what he said on the other.
Oh, he did say he was high.
Yeah, I think Danny Brown even admitted to getting him high before his set.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say about the Detroit comedy scene, y'all are the hardest bunch of people to make laugh.
Because everybody in Detroit think they funny. And most of them is. Like, my
we got a lot
grandma
of
funny as hell,
crackheads.
bro.
So they be
But it
fine.
is, yeah.
Just normal people just.
Yeah, if they just think, like, oh, I'm funnier than this, or the barbershop is funnier than this, then they'd tune out quick. So, you, like you said, you got to get them. You got to get them quick, and then you got to hold them.
Detroit's a cold city. I bombed at Ridley's. Were you there? Were you there for the
Which
Detroit
time?
to LA competition? And I worked,
yeah, and you was like, I wrote all this new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
No, I couldn't
That
remember
never works.
it.
That never, because it don't work.
But this
that
is
ain't what you're supposed to do.
This is what happened before. So I go on stage a lot of times and I just freestyle a lot.
yeah.
So this time I was like, I wrote something thinking that I would remember it, and I walked out there with my notebook. That's another thing. That's a big no because you'll rely on it. You'll look over and be like, "There's your friend right there. That notebook. Go grab it." When you start reading, now you're reading the script, and then like, it ain't gonna come off. So I had my notebook out there, and I forgot my shit, and I went to grab it, and then as soon as I read, I was like, I just told everybody, like, look here. I tried something new, it didn't work, and then I started freestyling. So I got the audience back, I believe, to an extent, but I only had 7 minutes.
I mean, this is like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was exactly 3 years ago. You real good. You real good.
Yeah, because I think it was right before the pandemic. I mean, I don't know. He got him back laughing, but it was more like.
It was courtesy.
Yeah. Because I don't remember like no jokes or nothing like that. But it was just like, just being honest and then just talking shit. Like that'll get people. Yeah. But
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of y'all too. And this question is, they can be dead or alive. Who is your top 3 comics, dead or alive?
Top 3 comics dead or alive: Cat Williams, Kathleen Madigan, and Kevin Hart. Damn, it's crazy. Not the KKK. This is sick.
There's so many people, and I did not even know you would go there. What about you?
Patrice O'Neal, Brian Simpson, and honestly, probably Josh Adams.
The dude we talking about?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm talking about famous and whatever.
I'm telling you,
That
I've
dude
seen
is
a
funny.
lot of because Josh is one of the only people that I've seen be able to destroy with straight up written material and just working the crowd and shit like that. And I've been to a lot of comedy shows even before I started doing comedy. is wild to watch, man. And it's always different.
What about you?
LSX Rocket,
Jesus Christ.
Myron, Davis. Those are the three. No,
So
I
you
go
ain't say like Dylan.
Dylan. Hot fire.
Yeah.
No, I go Pryor.
Thank you. Because I don't know what these two people are talking about.
Yeah, I'm like
I was
like
looking for that.
I go to Pryor a
That's
lot.
first.
I give Patrice O'Neal, but who else? I don't want to take yours because there's Patrice. So let me see who else. Because I was definitely just gonna stick to me, but I was definitely only thinking about me the whole time. Pryor, Chappelle's definitely up there. I don't know. I love Chappelle's show. Before Chappelle's show blew up, I was already watching it. And then y'all went out and went crazy. I was like, I was already watching this. This was insane a long time ago. People didn't even know what I was watching. My mom even liked Chappelle's show. That's how crazy that shit was. And then if I got to give a third person, I'm going to say Bernie Mac.
I like that. And now, that's my Richard Pryor first. Bernie Mac. And Red Fox to me is the top. Like nobody.
You like 72 years
Right,
old?
No, but I go back and
You should listen to the new comments.
I do. Like I used to think Kevin Hart was funny when he first came out. He was hilarious.
Yeah, well, he was,
Now
he was
kinda
better.
like-
Nah,
As long as he
he
has
wanted Dollar
writers.
better.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
he
this guy.
corporate now, but I definitely his earlier stuff for
It
me.
was funny to me.
For me, that was when I was like in high school.
Yeah.
So for me,
and
that shit.
That's
is,
what it was. So when he was talking about Red Fox, that's when he was in high school back in the 50s.
I like D-Ray Davis was funny too. Like I like people who go off just off script.
Yeah.
And just like it was a heckler in the crowd, and he just started cooking them.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
that's just funny to me when you just. That's entertaining and funny.
But most headlining comics can do that though. Like because you gotta think like that's like whatever you do for a living. If something don't go right, you figure it out. Yeah, you can figure it out. So if you got thousands of hours on stage, it's easy. Plus a lot of that shit might be stock. You know, they might have said that shit before, but they didn't. It's so natural now. So it's like, oh, if it's a certain kind of couple, or if it's two women, or if it's somebody sitting by themselves, it's like, yeah, I can see why you by yourself. Everybody gonna laugh at that for something so basic, you know.
Like remember the time Ryan was on the show at New Way, and there was this girl.
Oh
and
yeah, the drunk chick.
The drunk chick.
Yeah,
It was her birthday.
Yeah.
And they got into a heated debate. Not debate. It was an argument. It was a straight argument.
Comedian in the crowd.
Yeah, it was Ryan.
It was me.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
me.
this
Yeah.
guy right here.
It's like the only time I ever been heckled.
Yeah,
But,
it was, and Ryan went off. And the next day, what did I do? I called you on the phone. I was like, next time let's just sing Happy Birthday to her. That's all she wanted.
I tried to do that. I tried to buy her a drink. I
Yeah,
tried to
you
do
did.
all of that, and then but I was going in,
Yeah,
and I was like, look how, I was like, this how bad it's got to be.
She had to show you how
Because
big
it was
that
a
dick
dude,
was.
it was a dude with her, and he left while I was going. I was like, that's how bad. I was like, that's
he
how.
left
Yeah,
her?
he left her.
The dude did. I think he had warrants. I think that's why he left.
Wait, he left her there.
He left her. He left her. She was there with her sister or something, but he left. The dude left.
Yeah. She was thick too. You should have did that.
Mario was over there trying to console her. He was like, listen,
Man,
baby, he shouldn't
rubber
even
back.
talk to you like that, bro.
I was like, you need a ride.
I have been heckled, but it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. I'm not as like clean cut as like Ryan to handle it or whatever. I don't go off. What I try to do is, if you're heckling me, I try to still tell my jokes so that people don't listen to you. You know what I mean? My whole thing is I'm not going to try to fight the heckler because not everybody else is getting invested in that. Let me keep on with my jokes so that their laughter drowns you out. I be trying to take the high road.
You get heckled.
I don't think I've ever been heckled. I don't remember nobody that really. I've had people that talk to me and all, and I guess you can consider that. But I'll have a conversation with you. Okay, let's talk. It's me and you now. It's our show. Let's go. Me and you. I welcome it, kind of. As long as you're not being disrespectful, I don't care. Kind of like when Chapman's on the show. Like, I allow him to just say whatever he wants. I could kick him off. I could easily kick him off, but I don't.
So you welcome it?
I welcome it. Yeah, bring it.
I think y'all got some beef now, Chap. You need to turn it up a little bit, man. He not funny?
He not funny.
He's terrible.
Man, I ain't never seen somebody so booed up before.
I love it. This is beautiful. This is black love.
Black love. It's like Valentine's Day in here.
And he got a red.
This nigga dressed like an Eminem.
No, don't stop.
You want to come on,
Chapman?
Chapman? You got something to say, man?
right, we good. Keep going.
And we got those clips ready, Keys. All right, we're about to go to a few clips of these two right here. We're gonna see if they funny.
That's all you.
I want to see something funny.
I've gained a bit of weight recent days, and so I've been left with one of two options, right? Either I can be more diligent and consistent with my workout and meal prepping, or I could be funnier.
What's up? What up, Ann Arbor? What's up for Bruce? He shaved me before I came in here. It's weird. This is a nice city, man. Make some noise if you're not from Ann Arbor. That's enough of y'all. I'm gonna talk some shit about this city. No, this is actually nice. This is a nice city. But I grew up in Detroit, and growing up in Detroit, I thought every suburb was nice, like really nice. And now I live in Warren. And I feel fucking cheated, bro. My white friends didn't tell me, like, that's some assholes, man. I want to say. And Arbor's a nice city, though, man. Y'all got some nice neighborhoods around here. I was walking around this beautiful neighborhood earlier, just scaring people. Some nice casual racism right there. I'm having a good year, man. I got a dog this year. Okay. Yeah, y'all know him? Or? He's a rescue, because I know that's what you got to tell white people. Always cornering me, like, is he a rescue? Did you rescue him? It's like, yeah, bitch, I saved him from Ukraine. Asking me silly ass questions, like, well, what kind of dog is he? Like, oh, he's a pit bull mixed with murderer. Kill squirrels every day. Never black squirrels, so I know he wasn't a police dog. I'm doing good though, man. I'm having. In the last year, I lost like 112 pounds. Thank you. It was cocaine. Oh, that's my dealer right there. Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm having weird interactions though. Like this girl I've known for a long time. She came up to me like randomly one day. She's like, "Oh my God, Ryan, you look so good now." And I was like, "Oh, fuck you." Compliment, bitch, kill yourself. I hate that, man. I'm not at my body goal yet. I still want to lose some more weight, get in better shape. But I'm enjoying like the goals I'm hitting, the milestones I'm hitting on the way down.
Yeah, that would
It's like 15 minutes long, though.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Oh, yours is so short though. I want to see more.
Listen, my bad. I didn't realize I was supposed to bring out my biggest
Yeah,
hit.
told us, bro.
You could have sent a
Us on the
picture.
spot.
Yeah, that was just a picture of you with a microphone.
There we go.
Oh, she does. She do on camera. Okay.
I didn't send nothing, so it's good. It's cool. I could send something, but
No, that's okay.
I don't know
Myra.
the email.
You're
I don't know
good.
the email
You're
address.
good, Myra. Thank you.
And my
How often
own
y'all
show.
do this?
Thank you.
Once a year?
Like my comedy?
I don't know that. Yeah, I guess.
Like my comedy.
So,
That shit is weird.
you write your jokes and just wherever you go, you just stick to that one set.
I do. If I go to like a new place, like there, I was in Atlanta. I do try to find something that I can connect with the audience with, but for the most part, I do have like a set. Everything is planned out in an order that I can remember, so I don't forget my shit on stage.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I go with like an outline, like this is what I'm trying to do, but if something happened, then you roll with that, because if something major happens, like you said, and you can go with that, it's going to be usually way funnier than anything you could write or anything, like, because it's like an inside joke.
That's right.
Yeah, as soon as something happens, if somebody get up, somebody drop something or anything, you can run with that. Everybody's in on it. Everything else is just shit you brought to the table. But if it's something that, that's why callbacks work. Like if you talk about something right here, and then a couple minutes later you reference it, you gonna get a laugh every time
Because
it's like everybody in on the joke now.
Yeah.
You know.
Inside
It's
jokes.
like y'all with the fucking
Glasses.
T-shirt.
the glasses, anything where y'all talk about it over and over again, it's always gonna be part of it. Your audience always gonna like, that shit, all of it.
He's still my friend though.
I'm definitely gonna kiss you. You ain't gonna kiss me for no amount of money, dude. That's for sure.
Try to wait for you to get that million.
Man,
Otherwise, you just kiss
we about to get
niggas.
this bag. Get up out of here. I don't know what else y'all want to talk about. So Detroit comedy scene, right?
Yeah.
I know both of y'all trying to escape. Right.
Yeah.
We don't need. I feel like I understand it because, it's almost like you have a ceiling here, right? It feels like you have a ceiling.
Why you feel
How
that?
do we tear that ceiling down?
Well, I'd say the reason why I feel like there's a ceiling because at the Detroit comic, there's only so far. There's only so far you're gonna go before you
Why?
gotta go. Because what's your here in Detroit? The only real comedy club you got now one mic. That Mike Epster's open.
Oh, okay.
So you got an opportunity there, and then you got the Detroit House of Comedy.
So you saying it's not a lot of places for exposure.
Yeah, here like people don't travel from all over the country to hear comedy in Detroit, but people will go to New York to hear comedy. That's SNL. They'll go to LA to hear comedy. That's the Hollywood, the Comedy Store, Improv, whatever. They'll travel for that.
We could build it. Like, remember back in the day we had that dancing movie. What is that?
Soul Train?
No, not Soul Train. It was smaller than that. Bounce. No, was it Bounce or remember we had that Detroit dance show, that Detroit dance club? Y'all never saw. Well, you didn't because you were in New Orleans. You never. You were never mind.
He's a high and made up nigga.
You was it. Never mind.
This nigga in the bathtub.
You seen it.
In the bathtub with lights on.
So I was just saying, like, maybe we should create something.
Where's that place we went to in Royal Oak? Remember the comic place we went to? And he
The
was like, let me
Comedy
go check
Castle.
and see. And you went in there, like, oh, we can't get in, it's too crowded.
Oh, Comedy Castle.
Yeah.
So-
It's places like those two, and Burt's is in Detroit.
Tim
too.
Allen came up out of there.
But
That's
it's
about it.
But the main thing is like it's no industry here.
Yeah.
So
You're not
you
gonna
know,
get
you
booked
can-
for a job in California.
because it's a lot of clubs like it's a house of comedy in Detroit, but it's like 10 other house of comedies in cities around the country. So if you get in good here, then you might be able to get in good at those other places and work them. Once because you got to think it's only 52 weeks in a year, so it's so many headliners that's already booked up. So most clubs probably got 40 weeks booked every year. They only got 12 weeks for new headliners, and it's 150, 200 comics just in Detroit trying to get to that stage, And then every other city is the same thing. In bigger cities, New York, instead of 150, it's 500 or 1,000 trying to work their way up to that. And then,
So really what we need is everybody to come out to your local open mic spots,
Yes.
support these comics, get you some drinks, bring you a girl or two or a guy or two, whatever you into, bring them.
what you,
That last part.
but what it,
You
what
just digging deep.
Yeah, everybody can come and laugh.
Yeah, but
We don't
what
discriminate.
it would need is like how you got like an amateur and then professional. Like you need like college to the pros type of thing where you see people actually getting better and then you level up. You ain't got to be good to get booked. Just like I said, like the TikTok thing, if you got 1 million followers, you can headline a comedy club. Now whether you good or not, we'll find out. But you'll sell tickets. That's the only thing that matters. Being good at comedy is not the most important thing for comedy.
Not
It's
anymore.
like
Not anymore.
if it's 10 things, being funny is one. It's 9 other things that you need to
What
get
are
booked.
those other things?
Hot like me.
Yeah, who you know is the most important thing. If you talk to anybody, any clubs or whatever, you way more likely to get booked at that club if somebody that's worked at that club put you on.
All right.
That's it. If you know a bunch of people, or if you got the money to, because you got to think it's probably 300-400 comedy festivals that might have something to do with a comedy club here or there, but they cost somewhere between $20 and $50 each to submit to. So if you got $5,000 to submit to all of them, and maybe you get accepted to 6 of them, then and you got the money to take off work and travel and go to them and then make ends meet. Like every time you move, it's like just because you funny in Detroit, motherfuckers in LA don't give a fuck. So you move to LA, you got to start over. Unless you know a bunch of people high up, that's how it's going to be. So that's why it's a ceiling. It's only so high you can go, and then that can only take you so far. It's a lot of people that work like just Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and they probably make, good money just doing that, but I don't know what good money is to everybody.
Right.
Everybody do it for a different. That's why you might come see an open mic and there's people in there and you like, what the fuck is this? But they just happy to be out the house. If they was at home, they'd be beating the shit out their kids or something. You know, they go to the open mic to talk crazy, you know, and talk crazy into a mic. Then they can go home and listen to their kids who can't read and shit. Who knows? But that's what it is.
Reading levels are low.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
Oh man. But I was just trying to me and Madison, we've been brainstorming, trying to figure out like how to break through and do different things. And I mean, you're right. Networking is your biggest thing. A lot of people don't like to converse. That's it. A lot of people like when you get off stage too, like your nerves don't want to talk no more. You like,
cause comedy is a solo thing, man. And then asking somebody, you know, cause you gotta. It's almost like begging. You gotta go hat in hand. Like, oh, can I perform on your stage? I promise I'm gonna be funny.
I get some time?
And then if you not funny in that 5 minutes, shit, good luck. Come back in a year. You know, like you said, you have an off night. That shit is over with. You know,
That sounds pretty rough.
Yeah, like after I bombed at Ridley's, man, it felt like I had a plague. Like when I was backstage, I was kicking. You know, I kick with everybody.
Yeah.
We was all having a good time backstage. You know, I got off stage. It was like I had COVID. Like, like, whoa, what you doing? You got that bomb. You got that ick.
They want you to just push it off on them.
Yeah. It get like that, and then you gotta wait till they forget. You gotta get some time.
That's why you be gone for.
Hey, Bob, every time gone for 2 years.
Only do comedy in the spring and the winter.
Hey, you so right though. I don't do it in the summer.
Yeah.
I did one this summer by accident. Right?
So you did one? One show?
Man. At Detroit House of Comedy, that was with you, right?
Yeah.
How did he do?
He did all right. He did all right.
Dang.
They laughed.
She's taking up. He did all right.
They laughed.
It was his second time out. You know, been a while. She gotta
get his feet under him. He gotta warm up.
The mics were low. The lights were the crowd was rowdy.
The crowd was weird.
Yeah, it wasn't really. You know, I understand.
Thanks, Madison. How you getting home? You sitting in Madison? I picked up Madison, and she sat in the back seat of my car because she wanted to feel chauffeur. You sitting in the front seat this time, okay? Ain't no. You might drive. Yourself home.
Start getting pulled up.
No, he was great actually. No, everybody, it was a standing ovation.
Cut out that.
Don't worry, I'll get you over. Forget him. So, what do you think you have to do to break that? Well, I guess travel, huh? To break that.
Travel and just reach out more. Like that's the main thing. You got to reach out to clubs. Like you got almost pestering. Like every few weeks.
It's almost like kissing a man.
Them again. Yeah. It's like you got to.
Dang.
It's basically like I mean,
You
but if you think about it,
you could have said kissing the ring.
a ring.
Yeah, you could have said kissing the ring.
Oh, but that's what I meant.
No.
Edit that out too. Edit that one. I didn't mean the man part.
I understood what he
Nobody's
meant.
thinking about a man. We're figuring out how to get in the comedy clubs.
Or kissing ass.
Chapman.
But who's
Chapman, you got anything to say?
I'm not even here no more.
God dang, man.
Yeah, I'm in the left.
You're making it hard, man.
It's alright. My bad.
I understood where you were coming from.
I appreciate you, Madison, more than anybody else in here. But yeah, networking is the thing, man. Like just talking to people, it's kind of easy because they're all weirdos when you get down to it. Like when you start talking, you be like, "Oh, I'm definitely cooler than you."
But I think it's a lot of egos too. Like not even to like shit on people, but it's like if you're like a good comic or you're popular or you know people just because you're from here, people treat you differently. But if you're like, you may just like be getting into it, you're new, you don't necessarily have it all together, people not trying to talk to you, they're not really trying to build.
They like, forget her.
And that's what I'm saying. There's no, like there's classes, but it's not an intensive. It's just like, hey, you paid this money, so let me try to help you with these jokes you think of. But like Madison was saying, if people don't mess with you, it's hard to kind of break through, you know. And they probably also see a lot of people that only do it every now and then. So it's like, I'm not about to try to take this person and I'm like, all right, why don't you try this joke? Why don't you try it this way? You know, maybe you would get the response you're looking for instead of just going. Because some people just get up on stage and say the wildest shit they can. Right, you know, like you said, it's just that outlet. But it ain't about trying to be funny or making the pointy.
They just want to say crazy stuff.
Yeah.
More than anything. Yeah, I've definitely seen that. Talk about, like, we do writing sessions. Like, we've been doing writing sessions together, or we'll get together and we'll perform in front of each other and just, like, how can we work out some new material and stuff. Yeah. And I feel like that's the outlet, but you already got to be in the scene to kind of get to that point. You got to have stepped on stage to get to that point of, let's work on this.
So you originally from New Orleans? Or you
I am.
You?
Yeah.
What made you come to Michigan?
I just wanted something different. I like growing up in New Orleans, and I kind of had that thing that people have about their hometowns, like, oh, this city's small, and I want to be bigger than this, which is crazy because New Orleans is such a tourist destination. So I just wanted something different, and truthfully, I think Detroit and New Orleans are sister cities, like so similar.
Detroit smells better than New Orleans, though.
Okay, there's less piss in the street, but there's not no piss in the street.
Not no piss, but less.
Okay.
What made you pick Detroit though? Like, did you come here before?
No, my mom was living out in Lansing.
Oh, okay.
Like her job had relocated her to Lansing, and I was like, all right.
I'm gonna come to this.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what it's hitting for. And then Detroit to me was more lively than Lansing.
Yeah.
Did you but you didn't do comedy, and you never did comedy in New Orleans?
Nah, I got my start out here.
For real?
Yeah.
Shit, I did comedy in New Orleans before.
What was your first
No,
comedy?
I was on a show. But it was networking. I knew people here. I was like, hey, I'm going to New Orleans, and somebody got me on the show, and I made a couple bucks. But that was when they had that hurricane, and I ended up all the flights got canceled, so I had to Uber to Mississippi and then drive back to Michigan.
How much was that Uber ride?
Uber ride was only like $100, but it took like 5 hours because it was traffic. Because everybody, should have been an hour, but it was traffic, like bumper to bumper the whole way.
Did you tell some of the jokes to the Uber driver? Keep him calm. Go relax.
It was a lady. It was a lady. She was on her phone the whole time.
She was on his phone.
Yeah, cause she was she was talking to her kids and shit.
Sure
They like,
straight.
yeah, like,
Oh, 'cause she
can
wasn't
we,
expecting to be gone.
yeah, like, but she was like, I'm from here. We'll be all right. Yeah. Well, no, this was like, she had like a 20-something-year-old daughter.
Oh.
But she was like, cause she was like, well, should we leave? Should we evacuate? And she was like, nah, nigga, we been here before. This will be all right. And I don't know what happened to her.
That's what I say. Did she survive?
I don't know. I left.
That was it.
I left. I left her 5 stars. She got me. That's
Left a good rating.
Yeah. Got a good rating. It wasn't her fault. It was traffic.
Do y'all want to like freestyle some jokes real quick or something?
Freestyle some
Or
jokes.
say something written, whatever.
Whatever
Whatever you got written or something.
I ain't really got no joke. My car got stolen, so I'm pissed, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Your car got stolen?
Yeah, a couple
You must
weeks
have a
ago.
charge.
And so if anybody watching this stole a 2020 Hyundai Elantra,
They stole a Honda?
yeah, fucking, and it wasn't. It ain't. It is what it is. But I had joke books and shit in there, man. I'm mad as hell about that, bro.
Man,
Just
I like-
return my joke.
Maybe Myron stole the car. Trying to get some jokes.
If I hear a
Scratch
fucking
your
pop
name
up on
off,
my
put his in there.
pop my jokes off.
All I gotta do is write out this.
It sucked too, man. Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
What about you, Madison?
Freestyle some
You got
jokes.
anything written you wanna?
I don't know if they're gonna be good for the audience, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, comedy is such a thing. Like, you need an audience. You need a space.
It's an audience here.
It's like, okay,
Give us
during
a Thanksgiving
COVID.
table.
Yeah,
They
I ain't
been
got
funny
no.
this whole
I ain't got no.
time.
Yeah, I ain't got no jokes. I don't got no jokes like that.
You just got
It
shit.
ain't. No, it's more like it ain't like you can't.
You gotta have a vibe. You gotta
Yeah,
have
it's
a
not like a
crowd
knock
for
knock
comedy.
joke. You can't just read it like. You can't just read it and it's like yeah, like you gotta set it up and it's
Punchline,
yeah.
Like, if you're expecting comedy, it's not gonna be
not
fun.
gonna work.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the surprise that's funny.
Yeah.
So if it's just like, well, we're the funny part, it ain't going.
Hey, I'm still waiting to laugh, bro.
yeah, and like most of my jokes are weird. I guess I'll try something on y'all.
You don't got to if you don't want to. I mean,
You're 26. You got time to recover.
Yeah, I got time. Do y'all believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like if you believe in the existence of ghost adults, that means you have to believe in the existence of ghost children. Right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how scary it would be to be haunted by a kid that hasn't learned how to read yet? Can you imagine the messages you get? Oh no! See, that's
That was
like,
a joke?
That's
Like, the message that
I
you
don't
get.
think no more.
But see, so look. So
Think about it. Think about like a regular ghost, baby saying like "Get out of my house" or some shit. Right? They're like "Get out in blood."
Oh, yeah.
Or some
Oh,
shit.
they can't write
Imagine
it.
like a kid that don't know how to fucking read, just being like "Get
Shit, it's a
out
bunch of
with a
adults that
W or
can't
some
write.
Stupid shit.
Yeah.
I got illiterate uncles, nigga. They dead and they can't. Boo. Spell wrong.
Said boo, spell wrong.
Nigga put a D.
I like you. See, your joke set up for more jokes.
See,
That was good. I like
yeah.
it. It set up for more.
Yeah. And that's how
You still
comedy.
lost, though.
And that's how, like, even in the writing sessions, we'll throw out something like that, and we'll just like, okay, well, this is what else I see, because it's hard for you to see the rest of a joke when you're already in it. You already know where you want it to go. It's a masterpiece in your head already, but when you present it, we don't know where it's going, so now we got to fill in those blanks.
So all three of y'all sit at the table and write a joke, and like she'll bounce it off to you, add to it, and take from it.
We usually stand up in front of each other and actually do it because we want to feel like we're on a stage and you're presenting it.
Yeah,
So,
it's,
like,
it's
yeah.
more like you do 5 minutes straight, and then after that we'll be like, okay, this part made me think of this, and then you could use it or not, but it's like, you know, because it might be like you tell it one way, but you missed a word or something like that, and that'll change the whole thing, you know. But yeah, it's...
What's one of my jokes? You helped me out with I think I thought white people had the best snacks growing up, right? And then you threw in a bunch of other stuff with that. I can't remember because I got to read it because, you know, I don't practice. But
I do remember that.
that was one of the times I met you too. I don't remember it. Like I'm just tell what?
Bidet joke.
The bidet joke, yeah.
Oh, the bidet joke.
You remember that? Cool. No picture.
I didn't.
I seen you.
I never actually wrote that joke. Like I just did
You got up there and said it?
I just did it.
Or do it
I
real
just
nice.
did it real quick.
He want to hear it.
No, because I'm gonna use that one from now on. So
no,
no, y'all can see me out. No, we're not doing that joke. But
Niggas use the same jokes all the time, though.
after they've presented it,
Yeah.
You already presented it.
I done heard Cat Williams say something on live on TV, and then
well, Cat Williams definitely recycles a lot of jokes and a lot of like formats. But
So let's hear the joke, man. Come
let
on,
me see if I got. Let me see.
I want to hear that joke.
I'm trying to think how I started it off though.
Something about you
Like
being
when
a
you're on stage, you know, you have that pressure of like, boom, I gotta go. Now I'm just like, it's okay.
It was about the thing being in the
It was
closet.
winter
Moved
in
to the
Prague.
It was winter in Prague.
house. Moved into the house and the thing was in the closet.
Oh, so you remember the joke?
Yeah.
I could actually just send the joke in.
No, we want you to tell it. Chapman wants to hear it.
I want to hear it.
No,
I'm not telling. No, I would absolutely not tell Chapman any joke. I don't want him to laugh at anything except for himself.
Can you please tell the joke?
Nope, I'm not gonna tell it. So, anyways, what you texting about, Ryan?
I ain't texting.
He reading the joke to tell. He's
Oh,
trying to come
yeah,
back like,
listen,
I got
I
one for these niggas.
I got some
I got
hot,
something
some
like
heat.
this.
No, it ain't no jokes like that.
Give us something, man.
No, he ain't gonna do it.
I ain't got no jokes like that, man. I
That's
mean,
like
I
telling a rapper
then I don't know the audience because
If I,
you know,
I didn't know he
like I
was
said,
gonna
like I
ask
got
this.
jokes about.
I
You say
told
you,
you. I
well,
said,
yeah,
tell
you
me
couldn't have
something funny.
known because you ain't tell us to prepare a clip
Yeah, no,
or
I
nothing.
didn't.
Like,
Yeah, no.
I didn't tell
I
you
just
yesterday
put the
to
top
tell him
clip.
something funny.
He said, "Are they funny?" I said,
And I said, I'm going to tell him to say something. He's
I'm like,
"You can't just
he
come
asked
out and say
everybody
it."
that. If we're at the shop working on cars, and somebody comes in there and says, "Are you funny?"
No, because Myron like my people are, Butler is funny. Tell me Butler not funny.
He only likes crackhead jokes.
So Butler not funny? And Butler's a crackhead?
No. I'm just
I would
saying,
tell Butler
like
you said he's a
crackhead
crackhead,
stylish
he's gonna
joke.
jump on you. Say Butler's a crackhead. Say it. He won't tell you. He will say it.
No. Crackhead style jokes, like just things in the moment, things that like shouldn't be happening. He likes that type of joke. Like when Malik was drinking the bottle and it went up his nose. That's the type of funny he likes.
When he pulled up and I said he had a car truck.
Yes,
He
this
had
dude-
freaking 2004.
He got truck wheels on the
tires
on the Taurus. So yeah, that's the type of funny that this guy likes.
Yeah.
He can't sit still. You know what I'm saying?
But
He was
look.
one of those kids. Wow, you gonna?
Hey, listen, you live on air right now, right? No, be quiet. I got
Nobody
Myra.
can hear him.
I'm live. I'm
What
all
up?
the way live. What you got
Butler,
on there?
don't let
I
him-
got Myra here, right?
Don't let him
so,
bait you.
Be quiet. Myra has two comedians here, and then I'm telling the guys like, yeah, tell me something funny. So Myra like, yeah. CJ only like crackheads telling him jokes. So I say, you calling Butler a crackhead?
He brought
started
you
laughing.
up. I didn't say
Yeah,
Butler.
because I
He
said Butler is funny.
He said.
Be quiet. I said Butler is funny.
I said crackhead. The first thing he went to was Butler.
That nigga mama when I was on CJ.
What up?
I dated that nigga mama when I was on. What if his mama did?
He said, what is your mama? Because he's with your mama.
I dated that nigga mama when I was on crack.
So Butler not funny?
Still make him a
He
crackhead,
talking
though, I
about your,
guess.
right.
He admitted it.
They talking about you still a crackhead because you admitted it.
His mama is too. That don't change. That don't change.
That's crazy. This nigga down.
My mama
crackhead
is a
pill.
saint.
to
Yes,
tell her
she
your
is.
mama joke.
Yes,
That's
she is.
crazy.
Yes, she is, boy.
You can tell him all about her.
Bye,
She
Butler.
smoke more motherfucking dope than Richard Pryor. Fuck me.
He is.
Look, you know what she told me?
What?
She told me it wasn't no dope because it was pure.
There we go.
Yeah, ain't
She
crazy.
said this ain't no dope.
It's
She ain't no
over.
dope fiend. She said I smoke pure dope. I ain't no dope fiend. I said yes, baby, you right.
Yeah,
Fuck you
Bubba might
mean?
be on crack, bro.
Shit.
He still.
Yeah.
Bubba might be on that dope.
All right, but I still think you funny. You way funnier than Myra can ever be.
I think he's on
Look,
it, man.
that motherfucker don't make a pimple on my ass, dog. That's how funny he is not, nigga. I'm never hurt. Nigga, it hurt to sit there and listen to that nigga talk that bullshit. Look. And guess what?
I don't
And
know
I
if this
keep a
picking
bad
up. Is
bitch
this
with me.
picking
Guess
up?
what? Say
Hey.
something, Miss Daylight.
Hey.
This Daylight. Say something, baby. Say something, baby. You can say anything the fuck you want to say.
All right. We got it. Brother, oh, it's like $80 will come.
Man, we ain't never cussed this much on the whole
He got her,
episode.
he got her at gunpoint. Like, say something.
They talking about you got a hostage trying to make it talk.
Daylight.
They say you just undercover.
Yeah, she fucking trying to run the daylight, nigga. That's her name.
My man said you gotta change up.
Daylight is a hell of a name.
Every nigga
Bragging.
you, CJ.
Oh,
They
my
told them
God,
fall out they
bro.
motherfucking head. I keep a bad bitch, nigga. And don't smoke no weed, nigga. Fuck you mean?
But-
I smoke Black and Miles.
that's
Nigga,
He
I'm
said
smooth.
you got a
I'm smooth with
gunpoint
my
trying to
shit,
make
like
it
a cowboy.
talk.
I smoke like a cowboy with my shit.
She been quiet the whole time. He took the gun off of her like, you can talk now, baby.
All right,
That's
brother.
funny, man.
Hey, we gotta go, brother.
Oh, my
I'll talk
God.
to you.
Backseat, nigga, ain't sleep.
All right, man. Bye, dog.
Nigga, love, peace, and love, hair grease.
All right, man. That nigga just said he got her a gunpoint.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
shoot.
just something funny, bro.
So, brother, ain't funny?
Yeah, Bubba's
Is he
funny.
funny?
Yeah, no, he's funny.
nigga,
I can tell,
he
but
will
that's
make you
like,
cry, dog.
that's like friend funny, and he gonna
Yeah.
keep going, cause he go. The
Once
funny
he got
thing
you
is,
real, you
he
win,
gonna
he
keep
gonna
going.
keep going.
I got a cousin just like that.
But I don't
bro.
know if
can't
he get on
stand that,
stage
bro.
and do that.
Cause
But
it ain't-
he will make you run out of the room, bro.
Yeah.
And then you picked up on it. You kind of funny too.
You kind
Myra
of funny
was just sitting
now.
here like, he said something about my mom.
It's just crazy that her name was Daylight though, bro. That don't sound like something you would call a hostage.
Good
Like,
point,
it's
dog.
the only-
He didn't say that.
He said,
Hey, say
baby.
something,
I call her
Daylight.
Daylight.
I caught her daylight.
Oh, shoot.
That's
All
funny,
I could
bro.
hear was, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
We ain't never cussed as much on the episode. We'll be alright though. We ain't monetized
I think
anyways.
this is great, man.
Yeah, but
Thank you.
Not because of you, though.
Oh,
That's not at all because of you. Don't make that mistake.
I put all this together. I appreciate y'all coming. I did all the work. You know, everything behind the boards is all me. You know, putting these mics together.
Cut 'em all
Everything
out.
is me.
That's the best
So
you can do.
I appreciate you all coming out to support me in all my endeavors. Yeah.
That's
So
why we put him on the
and
end.
then CJ's, you know.
Chapman, you got anything to say before we close out, man?
Nah, I was just wondering, do y'all have any like Detroit artists that y'all like this hot too?
Oh, Josh Adams for sure.
Yeah, that dude, he funny.
Melanie Hearn, T-Bar.
Y'all talking about supporting y'all own. So
Yeah.
let's drop some names that people may know, might be seeing out.
Yeah, Mike Larry, all of them. It's a lot of them. But if you go on,
So what they closed? Coco's. That's the one you was talking about. Coco's House of Comedy. Is that
yeah,
still
but
open?
that's I think that was closed before I started
Yeah, that was-
comedy.
that was
That's
wild.
like 4 or 5 years ago.
I never even got to
But
go
Bert's,
to Coco's.
Yeah, I never went to it either.
Burst
but
is how they used to market.
Burt's, yeah.
Open mic or whatever.
I don't know if they do open mic, but they do shows most weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, they do shows there, and then the
Punchline.
one mic, Punchline too. That's Southfield. Oh, Boogie Williams, social media, all of that. But yeah, Boogie. It's a lot of them. Jay Will, it's a lot of people. Detroit comedy scene is strong as hell, man. Yeah.
I really like that one dude, Josh.
Josh Adams.
That dude had me falling out the chair laughing. Like,
Yeah.
Josh.
he was funny. And I'm like, Mario, what's up with this dude? He like, he's been doing it forever. That's why
Yeah,
he's good.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Josh said he been doing it for like 16 years or something like that.
He was going to he was opening for somebody. He was saying he was flying out to open for some comedian or something.
He was on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, on
he was
HBO.
on HBO with the
I remember he
Lions.
had a
Yeah,
show to do or something.
and then
he be
he did that show where Monique and them got into it at the Fox. He
Oh,
was
for real?
opening at that. Yeah, This shit, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
recently?
Well, this was, I think it was last year now, but
Yeah,
but yeah, when they was just
she was here.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I
She got
forgot.
into it with D.L. Hughley or
yeah,
something, right?
yeah. He was
He
hosting.
didn't want, she wanted to be the headliner or something like that.
Something like that.
Whatever.
Oh.
But he's funny. But if you like him, you'll definitely like T-Bar.
Yeah,
Sure.
I say him.
T-Bar, that's one.
I gotta come on and see y'all, man. We all go next. Y'all got anything?
T-Bar, that's the one that be talking about only in Detroit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. If you like her
T-Bar,
videos
the
on
first
IG.
person to ever book me on the show. So yeah, I got a lot of love for T-Bar.
When she had that studio in Southfield? Did she
No,
say that?
this was a show in like Royal Oak or something, like right on 9 Mile.
Where y'all gonna be at next? Y'all got any dates, anything coming up, or any place y'all gonna be the weekend, next weekend or something?
You got anything coming up? I'm going to be in Royal Oak at Mark Ridley's on October 5th.
That's the place we went to?
Yep.
Yeah.
October 5th?
Yep.
What time is that? Tell the
That's
people in
at-
case they want to come out and see you.
That's at 8 p.m.
Is that for Detroit to LA?
Yep.
Okay.
That's part of the Detroit to LA competition. If you
Oh, so
in
you
the
want to
area,
go to LA?
yeah, you get some money and they send you out to LA
Okay.
to
To
perform.
go
and stuff.
network.
Do you have to pay to enter that competition, or it's totally free?
Totally free.
Anybody
in that?
can enter.
No, I'm not getting. I got third couple years ago.
They don't
But
Oh,
usually,
I
you
ain't
won third?
been in it.
Out of how many?
Yeah.
they don't usually let the
It's,
colors.
I mean, it's
in.
like it's like 100 or something.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
not bad.
100 something. Yeah,
one,
something like
one
that.
colored's one.
But
There
but
you
yeah.
go with that color.
One colored's one. Before.
So it's always white.
Demetrius, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Half colored.
Yeah, that's when I got third when Demetrius won.
Oh,
yeah. And
that's when I bombed.
Yeah.
Demetrius was on that show,
Yeah.
and yeah, Demetrius I was like, really? Okay.
You I lost my train of thought. So where you going next?
Well, I'm gonna be in LA on
Oh.
Saturday at,
Oh, you're going to
at the
LA.
Laugh Factory on Chocolate Sundays, but
That's big, is it? That sounds
real
big.
yeah, but I mean locally,
You got a whole calendar, like you
Yeah.
really booked, bro.
yeah, all the red is booked, it shows, but
Mario, you got one of those? You got some stuff.
cause
going
like
on.
I'm doing a show Friday,
I'm
but it's
booked
at
in
this
my
golf
garage.
club. yeah.
Oh, Friday at the golf club?
Yeah, it ain't. I don't know what I got coming up. That's local. But just Brown Ryan Comedy. I post all my stuff on there if y'all wanna. If anyone
Oh,
wanna
YouTube
follow.
or Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay,
Instagram, Facebook.
And October the 5th,
October
Adelaide,
5th.
Detroit to LA.
Yep.
And I mean, and even between those shows that they just mentioned, if you can go onto Facebook and go into Michigan Comedy Network, and you can find all the shows that are happening. And you can see every comic from here to wherever in Michigan. And yeah, so that's an easy way to get into it.
What's your Instagram?
MadTomCom. MadTomCom.
And then just Brown Ryan Comedy, just like it sounds.
And then it's just LSS Rocket.
No,
No
we don't care about
comedy.
yours. Don't even say you're a comedian no
Just
more.
car stuff.
They came over and
I
took
mean,
just stop doing
well, no,
comedy. Stop.
they said if you did comedy one time, you were a comic for
Yeah,
life.
they lied to
right?
you. No.
That's it.
You,
That's all it takes.
got up there and practiced
I'm
some
in the
stuff, you
game.
scribbled down.
I can call them. I got the
Yeah,
phone
that's
numbers and stuff.
okay. I mean,
Y'all better never change your phone number. You get me?
once he come back from LA, he's never talking to you. I guarantee you, you're through, buddy.
Right, man.
Matt, she might talk to you feeling sorry because she trying to clean it up. Like, yeah, you bomb, but the lights,
Man,
like,
I gotta
the
call
power
her.
went
I
out.
gotta call Mass in an Uber.
I will get you an Uber if he don't
No.
take you home, man.
Why don't you just drive in that nice car outside?
All right, y'all. This been a great episode, man. We appreciate y'all for coming.
Thanks for having
We,
me.
we thank Chapman for stopping by, even though he was kind of shot at that. I don't know. He don't want to say nothing. You all right, Chapman?
You want to sing a love song?
No, I don't want to sing a love song with
Like-
you, man.
like not
What is
with
wrong with
us,
singing a
but to
duet?
him.
No, do it by yourself.
Not with
Well,
us, but
because
to.
Well, because they've been, you know what I'm saying? They've been.
I don't know. Like,
I was just trying to. I mean, love is in the air. That's all I'm saying. It's absolutely nothing but love.
you got nothing.
Goodbye, y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We out.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
Detroit Radio.